The minute you get into your late 20s is the minute you question so many things. Breaking a habit is really tough. You can actually navigate anything. And so what do I mean by this? Welcome back to my channel. I am Olotando. I'm a social media content creator. I wear so many different hats. I've been in the social media space for quite a while. If you are new here, hello, welcome. I really hope that you stay and subscribe to help me grow my family that I'm growing, because I believe we are destined for greater things. And yeah, welcome to my channel. One of the reasons why I started this channel would actually inspire an individual to just do their own thing. Now that we're all grown, I'm going to be giving you guys the lessons I wish I knew in my early 20s. The bonus tip is going to be super important for you, because it is a very important tip that I believe that some of us can actually use. And this is an ongoing series that I am running on my YouTube channel, and this is all based on the lessons I have learned. Like I always say, I want you to take this with a grain of salt and to also go do a bit of your research. And these are things that I wish I got an older sister to tell me, because trust me, navigating your early 20s through to your late 20s is not an easy ball game. It's no one to sit down and advise you, to talk to you, to give you the lessons, just so you're aware whether you're taking a step further towards the direction that you want to go. I have got my tips on my notebook that I've researched and I've noted down. This is so important for me, because I know that whatever I'm bringing to you is something that I did a little bit of research. The first thing I wish I knew would have to be, stop taking things so personally. Stop taking things personally. Simply because of you, in terms of not just not taking things personally, whether it's in your life workspace or at work, or whether it's navigating friendships, relationships, whoever you meet in your daily life. Because the minute you know that certain things are not personal and certain things are not there to attack you, is the minute you are less bothered per se. Because majority of us, I'm sorry, but it's a thing. And for me, I had to grow a muscle per se that would actually help me exercise this, because we take things so personal, so much so that it's not even about us sometimes. And you can go into certain spaces without being bothered about what people are projecting or people are not projecting about you, and it's just not about you sometimes, but the person themselves. That's tip number one that I wish I knew. Stop taking things personally. You won't care. You'll know that this is really about the person themselves more than it is about you. So stop taking things personal. That I wish I knew in my early 20s would have to be, whatever you're listening to is something that might really affect you. Like, what you let in the first thing in the morning is what will derail you for the rest of your day. Like, I noticed this in that first thing that I'm consuming in my body or in my mind, I'm letting my energy get drained by. You wake up, trust me, it affects you. I've actually done a bit of research on this, and I've actually listened to quite a lot of people speak on this, but it's something that's like people just do. I know I used to do this quite a lot. When I wake up in the morning, I go to my phone and then I scroll. I scroll on social media, consuming all of that. I didn't know that this was affecting me until it's a very prompt thing, right, that you do. It's just a habit per se. If you're so used to waking up and being on your phone, you're gonna immediately, when you wake up, you're gonna go scroll on your phone, because it's a habit that you've created. And breaking a habit is really creating a habit of praying every day in the morning. It's not gonna be easy, but you have to do it over and over again for it to become a habit into your daily life. Like, I had to break the cycle in the sense that I don't first thing in the morning open my phone. I'll first do my morning routine, and I'm not saying that I'm perfect in this, because this is something that you have to, it's a lifelong habit that you need to learn. I'm not back in my varsity days. I would just, first thing I'll do is grab my phone when I wake up in the morning and scroll. But not understanding that that first thing that I'm consuming in my body or in my mind, I'm letting my energy get drained by. I noticed this in when I want to say I did a study per se on myself. Yes, I noticed certain differences. Let's wake up this one day, I don't scroll on social media, but what do? I do my morning routine, I pray and all of that. When I prayed and I listened to my sermons and all of that, and I did my morning routine without scrolling first on social media, then spend a few hours in my morning doing and being all of that and just being in the word. There's so much of a difference because I'm more on a positive note. It's what fuels me for the rest of the day. And then I did a study again on the day that when I wake up and I scroll on social media, the first thing I'm doing is consuming that. My energy gets drained. I don't understand why am I so derailed this entire day, or why am I so drained, or why am I so don't have the energy, I don't have the patience for people. Opposed to the day that I did not wake up and scroll on social media, I noticed a huge difference. So which is why I say to you, there's so much of a difference in what you do or the first thing you consume in your morning routine. So that's tip number 2. I wish I knew whatever you're consuming the first thing in the morning is what may actually affect you throughout the rest of the day. So be mindful, check yourself on that. Tip number 3 that I wish I knew now that I'm in my late 20s would have to be gratitude above all else. The older you grow, the more you realize the importance of being grateful. The importance of just being grateful for the little things and for what is present in your life. When I was in my early 20s, I know that of course it's not something that I was deeply rooted in, right? Something that I put as part of my beliefs and values. But now that it has become a part of my value system, I see gratitude at a way much more different light than what I used to be. Because back in the day, I know that, when you know that things are, will always be fine, you don't necessarily think of being grateful. And the minute you don't anchor yourself in this or anchor yourself in gratitude, I ask myself, how is it that you are going to be blessed even by God for more things that you want in your life if you're not grateful for what you have right now? You could be literally be sitting maybe unemployed without a job, but you have a home, you have a roof over your head, you have got food to eat, you have got breath in your lungs that you woke up to. And you anchor yourself in gratitude, the minute you see things in a way much more different light, and you see things differently as opposed to how they are on a daily basis, I believe it's also what helps me be blessed by more, because I'm constantly grateful for where I'm at, that God is going to bless you, or the universe is going to bless you, or whatever higher power that you believe in, because I believe in God. I'll always be grateful for what you have. So practice gratitude. Even if you start small, you just constantly, because I like to reflect back and to journal, and just it's something that I practice on a daily basis. I'm constantly it's heartfelt gratitude. I don't know how to put it, but it's something that you need to ease into your life. It needs to be in your heart, and this also comes with healing and so many other things that you need to deal with internally. Don't have a grateful heart, one more you have jealousy and all these things, then things may not come to you because you've got jealousy in your heart, because you constantly complain. Number 3 that I wish I knew, gratitude above all else. Always be grateful. It's opening up your heart and saying, I'm grateful. But trust me, the more you anchor this into your routine, the better you become. Tip number 4 that I wish I knew in my early 20s, this would be, you are what you eat. I've touched on this a bit on my TikTok, and I've spoken on this, but I didn't thoroughly explain it. But I want to say, you are what you eat. No one tells us this, especially when you're in your early 20s, especially when you're a teen. I know our parents also constantly, people talking that, no, don't eat this, don't eat that, don't eat this, don't eat that. Though we do have a body shaming in a sense when it comes to our older parents and our aunts and all those people, that they do anchor on that. We don't necessarily get told. Our parents will just warn us per se and say, stop eating this, don't eat this. But to a certain extent, it also does not help, because they don't sit you down and talk to you and be like, you know what, when you consume this, you become this. And I believe that is also deeply rooted in their own childhood. It's only also deeply rooted in how they grew up as children, what they had to experience as children. They did not have the luxuries we may have nowadays. They do not have the luxuries of eating certain foods. So all of this is just generational per se. Now at a point in my life where I try to be more conscious. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I do have temptations, more self-aware and more self-conscious per se. So how do I break this habit? So for me, if I know that I am slightly leaning towards eating something unhealthy, whether it's biscuits or something that I like to eat, I would like to share it. Let's say, for example, I buy a packet of biscuits. I like to share it with other people so that I don't end up finishing it by myself, because I know it's a habit that I have and it's something that I want to discipline and I've been disciplining in my life. But I know that I have slightly leaned towards eating more of the healthier things routine. Like, I will try to choose more healthier options now, as opposed to always eating something that's not healthy and not nutritious for my body. And this is something that comes with time. The healthier options you choose for your body all the time, the more you get accustomed and used to this, because once your body is used to healthy things, once you're used to consuming healthy things, the minute you consume something that is unhealthy, your body automatically rejects it. For example, if you're so used to eating veggies and healthier green foods options, once you get presented with something like McDonald's, your body is gonna automatically reject it, because your body is not used to eating unhealthy things. Your body is used to consuming healthier things. I want you to think of it as, when you start choosing healthier, the minute you go to the unhealthy, your body is going to reject it, or your body might want to take it out. Your body is not going to accept that thing of it that way. You are what you eat. This is something I did not get in my early 20s. This is something I was not told in my early 20s. I wish I got told, but now I know better. You choose healthier options, or the more you choose healthier options, the better it would be for you, because you are going to live longer. The healthier you eat, you're going to live longer, and you're fueling your body per se. That's tip number 4 that I wish I knew in my early 20s. Number 5 that I wish I knew would have to be stop holding onto the past. Stop holding onto the past version of yourself, of holding on to the past. The past is something that may hold you back towards achieving certain things in your life. Majority of us, especially if you're in your early 20s, you hold on to trauma, you hold on to certain version of yourself, you hold on to certain things about your life. Like maybe you got through trauma, maybe you got through this, that, and the other. Like, stop holding on to the past, because the past holds you back from healing. And when something holds you back from healing, it's not good for you, because it means that it's going to hold you back towards achieving certain things in your life. The minute you hold on to something, I know, for example, if you're holding on to trauma that happened to you as a child, that thing is going to constantly be a reminder that, oh, this is happening to me. And it's going to hold you back towards the relationships that you might experience in your life, because you're holding on to this trauma that did not have a mother growing up. I got traumatized as a child, abused as a child, all of these things. I know it's not the best way to put it, but once you hold on to that, you don't heal that internally, is when you hold yourself back towards achieving certain things about yourself. Majority of us, I know, as a teen, you hold on to generational trauma that my parents, they pass it on to you. The minute you don't get self-aware, is the minute it's a cycle, it's an ongoing thing, and you're holding on to the past version of yourself. And also this comes with forgiving yourself with where you were. Forgive yourself for where you were. Forgive yourself for what happened to you. Ultimately, you're going to have to come to a conclusion where you have to forgive yourself for what you did too, for the past version of yourself, because you did not know better. That's the only way to put it. when you don't know better, you're constantly gonna choose something that's not good for you. That's the ultimate truth. So stop holding on to the past version of yourself. Stop holding on to your past. The minute you can actually move on from the past, heal from the past internally, is the better, or the more you open yourself up to greater things, is the more you can find your purpose, is the more you can find your spouse, your partner, is the more you can love better, is the more you can find who you want to be internally and what is good for you. That's just about it. My early 20s would have to be that, like I always say, you have to listen until the end to get the bonus tips, so that I'm also navigating in my life. And yeah, the life that you want is on the other side of who you are to become. So what do I mean by this? By this I mean that the majority of us in your early 20s, no one tells you, because the only thing you hear, of course, is go to school, study, get a degree, and all those things. But the minute you get into your late 20s is the minute you question so many things. You question that, do you want to really do that job? You question that, do I really want to do this? You question that, is this who I want to become all my life? Is this what I want to do all my life? Is this my purpose? Is this what I want to do? Like, you tend to have questions, and which leads you down the deep hole of knowing that the life that you want to live is on the other side. Majority of us get faced with this, and trust me, finding your purpose, or finding the life, finding what you want to do for the rest of your life is not easy, because you get, when you're in your late 20s, is they're going to determine how your 30s will become, or you navigating your 30s. 20s basically are the route that takes you towards your 30s. The habits that you've created, the life that you are navigating right now in your late 20s or your 20s, is what is going to be anchored in your 30s and throughout the rest of your life, of course, or it's what you might become. So the life that you want is on the other side of you are to become. You don't understand, or you don't realize that there's so many habits that you need to unlearn, so many things that you need to learn, and so many habits that you need to unlearn about yourself. You need to heal, and you need to discover who you are and what you want to ultimately do. We all get faced with this factor. It's either it haunts you for the rest of your life, or it's either you go out and chase that dream that you want to have, because the life that you want to live is on the other side, and it's on the side that you want to chase your dream. It's a very tough thing that we ultimately all get faced with. I believe our parents were faced with this. I believe our grandmothers, our grandfathers were faced with this. We all get to a point where we question things, and you get faced to, do I want to lean towards my purpose and what I feel is my calling, and what I feel the life that I want to live? It goes so well with the saying that says that the mountain is you, because your life is on the other side. You understand? The life that you want to live, your dreams that you want to live, are on the other side. Some, the mountain that is within themselves. Earlier, this is people that have done greater things. This is people that are president, because they understood that the life that they wanted to live was on the other side. This is people that are doing great things because they found their calling and they did not ignore it. That is the ultimate harsh truth that we get faced with. It's either you settle for the life that you have and what you have right now, or you go after the life that you want to live. And ultimately, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a battle that you need to fight within yourself. So for me, I wish someone would have told me this, because I believe that the earlier you start with something and navigating something, the better it is for you to achieve the results. Because believe me or not, people are not listening to their internal voice and the life that they want to live. Because of course we have got bills, because of course we have got this, we need to take care of we've got children, we've got responsibilities, we need to go work these jobs that we don't like, all in the name of paying bills. I mean, the list goes on. But the ultimate harsh truth and reality, you know the life that you want to live, and you know what you want to become, and what it's going to take for you to become that person that is on the other side is what is ultimately going to determine that you will get the life that you want to live. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I come. So take a step closer. You need to dig deep, become self-aware, heal internally, heal towards traumas, heal towards things, work on yourself, and understand that when you start doing that, at least you are a step closer, or you are moving towards the journey of becoming that person. Especially if you're someone that wants to live within their purpose, that wants to live within their calling, that knows that the life that they have right now they're not happy with, and they want better for themselves. There's more greater that they want to achieve in their lives. So for me, had someone told me, because it's, you know when you're destined for greater, you know when you're destined for more, you know when you want more for yourself. Unfortunately, I could speak on and on and on about this, and this all takes you and what you have right now and where you are right now. Otherwise you won't get to the other side. Unfortunately, move through the mountain that is within you. One of the reasons why I'm so sensitive and I'm so upbeat and I'm so influential and I'm so I don't know about this one, I'm so emotional, I don't know what the word they say it is, I forgot the word, is because I know you know when the life that you want to live is on the other side, and you know it's not going to be easy to get there, but you have to ultimately do it because no one else is going to do it for yourself. You know when you want to break generational curses in your family. You know when you want to become the best writer, when you want to become a business person, when you want to become the best at something, when you want to achieve so much for yourself. You know internally, you know you got what it takes. But we either settle for what we have and the life we have, or you either go after the life you want, unfortunately. Yeah, that is the last tip that I wish I knew. The life you want is on the other side of who you are to become. Go do your research on this. Sit down, listen to your internal voice, find out who you are and who you want to be. Sit down with yourself, navigate this because it's big. No one's going to tell you this, but you will ultimately question this the older you grow. That's something that I wish I knew in my early 20s, now that I'm in my late 20s. But I'm so glad I've learned this through books, through personal development, through trying to navigate my 20s. And I wish and I hope that this helps someone else to try and find out who they are. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe, and share it with your friends, your family, your neighbors. Comment down below if you want to see more of these videos. Let me know down in the comments if this video helped you in any way, shape, or form. I would really appreciate to hear from you, and I love you guys so much, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye, my loves.